Yo, what is up? You are off in God's country with your boys, Reid
and Dan
Isbell, also known as the Brothers Hunt, where we weekly take a drive to the intersection of country music and the great outdoors. Two things that go together like 100 episodes.
In God's country, baby. You've been here for 100 episodes. Yeah.
We popping guns.
You boys popping calves, busting guns, son. Appreciate that.
Dude, 100.
It's kind of unbelievable. Man. It's kind of unbelievable that people care that much that it's kept us around for
100 hours.
Well, more than
talking.
That. More than that.
What's 100 hours?
It's probably 150 hours when you talk about all of the like B-roll and stuff we didn't cut, and ads and
that's crazy.
Intros.
Yeah.
A lot of talking, man. If you've listened to 100 episodes,
appreciate you.
Leave us a review and tell us that you have, because I'm curious.
Yeah, tell us your favorite episode,
and leave us 5 stars when you do that.
Let's do this: 5-star reviews.
Yep.
And any like moments out of the last 100 episodes that's been your favorite. Your favorite moment from God's Country Podcast over the last 100 episodes.
Maybe get a little reel going to some favorite moments, and we'll see how it goes. This show is also brought to you by MeatEater and
TEC.
Do you remember yours?
Yes.
I like that.
Maybe.
TECOVAS.
Still sponsoring the show now, baby. Shout out to Tacovas for still sponsoring the show now, baby. Jamey Johnson put his on in the middle of our show.
Didn't have no socks on, just slipped in his 10-tan toes, cause Tacovas sponsoring the show now, baby. Yeah. Tacovas. Show's really grown, man. Think about that, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't have no sponsors at the beginning. Remember, there was nobody around.
No sponsors. No boots.
We had that little room over there. We're just sitting on some couches.
I know.
Trying to convince our friends to come in.
Yeah.
Now we're turning them down.
That's right. Now we got this cool new room.
Yep.
Not really new. We've probably done 50 episodes.
Got a new guy, Ray, who's not new anymore.
We got a new guy, Ray, who's not new. Been here for... Dude, Ray has almost been here for 100 shows.
I bet he's been here for 70.
Give yourself a round of applause, Ray.
Money,
yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You're our money, Ray.
Yeah. Jamey Johnson.
Man, speaking of 100th episode, Jamey freaking Johnson.
I think we might have a moment that will live forever on the internet.
I think virality
is coming.
It's coming
our way, dude.
Dude, this guy, I kind of like blacked out and asked him to do something, and he did it.
Yeah, that was bold.
He did it better. He did it more than anybody,
you know what
bro.
I'm saying?
You know how many people...
It's kind of like if people ask us to play Kinda Love You Mate, you're like, oh, yeah, sure. Like, it's kind of the song you're known for a little bit. Which is fine. If anybody ever wants us to ask us to do that, we will. But
here's the thing, too, though. It's like, it's one thing to see us sit there and play Kinda Love You Mate with a guitar, but it's another thing if Luke Combs is sitting there and he plays Kinda Love We Make,
and and Jamey's kind of both because he wrote it and sang.
Yes, but like how many people how many times have I sat down and played that song, and heard it from somebody else instead of that guy?
Yeah,
instead of the dude that did it. Golly, man,
killer song, man. But you know what? All his stuff is
he's an unbelievable songwriter, man, and surrounds himself with unbelievable songwriters.
I heard, I can't remember if it was, I think it was Chris Stapleton said that he hails Jamey Johnson as the best vocalist that's ever come through Nashville.
Okay, I mean,
Chris Stapleton saying that.
That's an argument to be had.
For sure. He's
dude,
stomper.
Dude's unbelievable.
Stomper.
I would say just one of the coolest voices, especially to hear in these headphones. Like you could hear,
no doubt,
the timbre of it, and man, he's a cool dude.
There's also so I feel like there are tanks that get filled for great vocalists. Like sometimes there's like a literal vocal tone tank, right? Then there's like ability to move around tank. Then there's conviction. Then there's the storytelling. I feel like his storytelling and conviction tank is like through the roof. Yeah. And then you build that up with his like mega solid mechanics.
Control. But then there's
hard
also
to beat,
like,
dude. That kid's hard to beat.
Yeah, he does all that in a vocal range.
Yeah.
That's like this.
About this far on the piano.
Yeah, Stapleton's is this.
Yeah, he can go anywhere.
But like
Jamey hangs out.
Jamey
down
does
there.
all the. Jamey is the best at that.
He lives in the basement, dude.
Yeah, dude.
He's a basement singer. Stays down there in that baritone range.
Man, I know like a lot of our episodes are like, you know, we do What You Mad At, and then we talk some about hunting, and then we go into the music thing. This one, for some reason, it just never took to a thing.
Yeah, he's a hunter too.
I know.
There was so much.
We just never talked. We never talked about hunting. He said a little bit, but like it was just we just talked. It's almost like we knew him, and we were just. It was kind of like getting to know him, but you knew him.
He was exactly like I thought he would be because of all those dudes. You know.
Yeah.
He was exactly like that. Like you always hear these stories. Oh, Jamey Johnson's so mysterious and scary.
Don't like nobody.
Dude, he's a sweetheart. Dude.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. Kind of looks like he could kill you at any moment, though. He was like that under control.
Did you see that skull ring he had on?
Hell yeah.
Those diamonds were like flashing in the eyes, dude. Making me I felt one time I got tranced by it.
I feel like
it asked me to sell my soul.
Am I tranced right now?
Dude, did he steal all my songwriting ability through that?
He stole my soul and songs?
Wait, I got to check my song idea list.
Give it back, Jamey.
What if my song idea list was empty?
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt nothing.
Yeah, it wouldn't. He wouldn't use any of them.
Jamey Johnson. 100 episodes. Jamey Johnson. Y'all go.
Way to go.
Follow us. Leave us.
I appreciate
5
you, God's
stars.
country.
Thanks for hanging around,
listeners.
man. I can't believe y'all listen to us that much.
Yeah. We love y'all. Thanks for sticking around.
Here's to another 100.
Here's to another 100.
See you. Thanks. Jamey Johnson. Bye.
I swore off of managers for the longest time. I was out golfing with TK one day, and I've known him for years, just through Toby. And we, when we golfed, we didn't talk business.
Yeah.
But my phone had rang 100 times that day, and I was not enjoying my round as a result. And finally, I hung the phone up that last time, threw it in the glove box of that golf cart, and I looked at TK. I said, if I get out of my own way and just hand you everything, are you sure you can run my business and make me more money than I am? He looked at me and went, oh, yeah.
That's my guy. Hell yeah.
I was like, done.
I'm always about handing people responsibilities that know more about it than I do.
Well, I mean, that's a skill set.
1,000%.
And he's somebody.
And it's important too, right? I mean, especially in this kind of business. Ray, are we rolling?
I need a little headphone volume there.
Can I get
Raymond?
more me in his ears?
Yeah. I need less of him and more me in his ears.
Yeah, there we were we good as far as being up on the mics? You need to give us a freaking...
No, we're chilling.
Now, are y'all playing music in there I need to hear?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't think so.
No. No, going back to that, I think that's important because you always hear about like you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with. And especially in a business like this, if you have a good team, if you don't have a good team, it makes it that much harder, almost impossible.
Yeah.
But with a good team, you know, you need every little break and every little piece of luck you can in this town. And
Well, you do too.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I feel like I've been around long enough to watch people kind of not work because they have teams. Honestly.
Yeah, and not want to change and want to stay with them and prove somebody wrong. And it don't work like that. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't.
Yeah. I'm from Alabama. There ain't no teams.
Not after this weekend.
God, I got Georgia, dude. I lost money on that.
Dan, give us an intro, dude. I like when you do it.
I hate that for Georgia fans, and I ain't even bothered to reach out to any of my Georgia friends.
Yeah.
They know who they are.
Yeah.
I hated it.
I know who they are,
I've
too.
been withholding all my text messages
Just letting it...
so that we may remain friends.
I hated it for my FanDuel account because I definitely took. I mean, Georgia was the under.
Yeah.
You know, even early they were.
I know, it hurt. That one hurt.
That one hurt.
That one hurt.
Well, not for you.
And I thought it was like maybe 7 until the guy got on and said it was 10 out of the past 11 times. And I thought, oh, that next one's going to hurt.
Yeah. 10 out of 11 that has Bama's won?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 out of 11.
That's crazy.
That's almost all of them.
That's real close.
That's
That's real close. That's a good percentage.
Yeah.
and I love all my Georgia fans, but man,
What do you think What do you think old Dallas is doing this morning?
Not drinking. I think he was. He's
probably working out from the looks of him. He's wilting away.
He's looking good.
I don't know what he's doing. Every time I see him, he's more slim, and now he's putting muscle on. So I think you're right.
Good for him.
He's probably went out strength training this morning.
Strength training.
Things like this happen. We train harder.
That's true. That's true.
That's a little different from about 20, 30 years ago. Yeah, 20
Same,
years ago.
dude. I had to get my stuff together, dude. I mean, I clicked 40 and was like, now or never, kind of. You know what I mean? Like, and it started turning out after having kids and a pretty great wife. I was like, maybe I want to live this life a little bit.
I know, that's what I said about it.
I kind of want to hang around.
I was like,
I want to be here a while.
I don't give a shit about having a six pack. I just want to live longer. I don't care about being hot.
No.
That train left the station a while ago.
But that train ain't never been through my station. It ain't even on the tracks of my station.
Give them an intro,
All
man.
right, they're going to get mad at me if we don't do this.
Come on.
We've got a Grand Ole Opry member, a Marine, one of the best beards in country music, a big deer killing Alabama boy, artist, songwriter, some of the greatest songs to ever come out of this town. A few of them I listened to this morning. So good. We've got the one and only Jamey Johnson on GCP this week. Also noting, you know what? You're our guest on our 100th episode.
You're our
of this
100th
show.
guest.
Really?
Let's go. Let's give a little round of applause.
All
dude.
right, give us some more.
Happy 100.
There we go.
feller.
Happy 100, dude.
Yeah, man, I can't believe y'all are listening, and there's going to be more every week. Look at
That's
Jamey.
right. Look
just
at
popping
Jamey.
them
Look at the
on.
pro, dude.
Yeah, the sponsorship will appreciate that. I knew you were an Alabama boy. I did not know you were a big deer killing Alabama boy.
I don't know about all the deer killing. There ain't many down there you can shoot at legally.
Where in Alabama? Where'd you grow up?
We were out in the country just southeast of Montgomery, kind of
Down there.
on the way out to Troy. Yeah.
Okay. Is that anywhere close to like
Pretty close.
Catherine? Selma? Thomasville?
Selma ain't far.
Selma ain't far. Yeah.
We've spent
Dude,
some
those
time.
look good on you, bro.
They do look good.
Golly.
Just an artist. It's just an artist.
I'm gonna
dude.
start bringing socks over here.
I ain't got nothing on either this morning. Yeah. Selma. Whole life down there? Spend your whole life down there? Till you come up here?
Well, yeah, I moved to Nashville January 1st, 2000. I was still 24, and I've been in Nashville for longer than that now.
Yeah.
It's been over 25 years here.
I know that's what
Man,
we're just
that's
talking.
crazy,
We were
yeah.
talking about it, dude. The Lonesome song and all that.
Oh, dude.
Dude, 2008, 2006. I mean, that stuff was coming out. I mean, that's when, I was graduating and I remember bumping that stuff, dude. I
dude.
mean, Mowing Down the Roses and all that, man, was so.
When was that? 2008? Yeah.
Or 6. That one might have even been 6. Was that before?
Well, Cowboy and Wade and I left for radio tour in July 05.
I got you.
Wow.
So,
But was that with your first, was that with $1?
yeah, with the dollar.
So that'd have been even earlier.
And there was a point
Well, you said
where the dollar and Honky Tonk Badonkadonk were like 2 places apart on the charts.
I think I would
Both of them, Jamey Johnson, genius.
The dollar was there first. And Badonkadonk was like a fast train that just went by, nearly ripped the paint off of everything on the way by.
So we haven't done What You Mad At. I've got so many things.
This is interesting. This is better.
I feel like I know you real well because we know Rob Hatch real well. And I've spent a lot of...
And all them boys. I mean, we know all
we
them
know
boys.
Dow.
Honestly.
We know
Troublemaker.
Yeah, man.
Trailer Park.
I've heard a million stories about the trailer park.
I'm sorry.
No, dude. I mean, I'll say this. I've been in a truck with Rob Hatch heading to deer camp for about 5 hours,
Yeah.
and he never quit talking. I never quit telling stories about y'all.
And we never got tired of them.
Ever.
I mean, honestly, most of the time it's like,
my mind, dude. Some of my favorite, when I think about just laughing the hardest I've ever laughed, is some of those stories, man.
dude, you know, it's hard to hear a story that you weren't involved with and genuinely like belly laugh at it. But dude, I mean, you know, the one
Oh yeah,
that immediately comes to mind. I can't even.
I'm
I'm trying to think of how to let you know the story without
Just throwing a towel off the stage.
There you go, towel. Does that get it?
no, that doesn't,
Okay.
Kind of wrapped around.
that doesn't conjure up any
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't.
particular memory.
I'm sure it doesn't. It wouldn't for me either. Anyway, yeah, I'm the same way. I feel like I've known you. I've watched your career and watched you come up and heard stories and know all your buddies. It's a pleasure to have you here, man. You look great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been having fun lately. So
Good for you.
I don't get to see those guys enough. That's why we book annual things.
Yeah.
You know, I was hoping that the writers' trip down to the Bahamas had become an annual thing, but we have to work at it. Everybody's schedules are so wide open.
Well, dude, I mean, it's very rare that, you know, because there's classes that move into this town and there's little cliques and buddy groups and they'll name their stuff, they'll sell the trailer park or something else. But y'all's group, I don't know of another group that's come through here in the last 20 years, 30 years, where every one of you became very successful in this town, either as an artist or either as a songwriter, and you're still around. Like all of y'all, your whole buddy group back then.
Give us a rundown of the core.
How that came to be.
Yeah, I think listeners would love to hear that.
Well, at least from my perspective, and I think it would be similar for the others as well. From my perspective, I was out there playing every time I could. You know,
out around Nashville.
Well, Demumbrian, particularly, but
that's back in the day when it was just that mud parking lot across from
at old Shoney's parking lot.
Yeah, that's right.
That's where I used to park my truck. And there's so many things went down over there.
Yeah,
and we were young, and it was kind of our bar crawl. Mm-hmm. We knew every one of the bar owners and the management and the staff and all of them because we played all of them.
Yeah.
But we had some that we played quite a bit more, and one of them was old Chi-Town. We went in there one night, and we're sitting there having a drink.
Who's we? Because we've had a lot of them on the show. We've had Lee, we've had Rob.
I bet this would have been Jared and Rob.
Okay. Jared Neiman and Rob Hatch, all right?
If not, it was Jared Neiman and John Stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with the Tootsies John Stone. There's two of them, same time, same era. We kept them separated in that way. There was Tootsies
John Stone.
Yeah, and then there was our guy John Stone.
Other John Stone.
He was a songwriter, funny dude.
Yeah. Good songwriter. Yeah.
We went in there and we're watching this dueling piano thing, and it's us and like maybe one dude. He seemed like he might have been with them. And there was the bar owner, and I just, not the owner, but the bartender. I went to ask her, I said, when these guys take a break, you mind if we hop up and do a song or two? She said, sure, I don't mind if you do it now.
Tell them to kick rocks. Yeah, get up there.
She went up there, told those guys, take a break, let us play. We walked up there and sat down on a few bar stools, lit up some acoustic guitars in the PA system back here, and a couple of microphones, and we had a field day. We started playing country songs.
Yeah.
And while we were in the middle of a song, the bouncers walked up, started pushing them two pianos to the back of the bar, and them guys were walking out the front door.
Y'all done.
Yeah.
Took the gig.
That thing is over.
Yeah.
I hated that for those guys, but that's why they called us headhunters.
Yeah.
You know, we were exactly those guys, man. If I could walk into a boring bar and I know it's because of what kind of music you're playing in here, I know that's something I can fix. Well, me and John Stone and Jared Neiman sat down, and originally it was the three of us playing that little bar in Chi-Town turned into our clubhouse.
Really?
Oh, very much so.
That's awesome.
We had super soakers full of and this was probably the genius of Jared Neiman. If I had to guess where the idea originated, we had super soakers. Well, Jared and John would load theirs with tequila sunrise and like a watered down tequila sunrise.
Yeah.
And all the girls got those.
Yeah.
Well, all the guys got this Bacardi 151
Burning them up.
from mine. And so we spend all night just dosing these dudes with,
Shooting them with Bacardi.
high octane liquor. Whether you get them in the eye or what, man.
That's still fun.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Having a ball, just
Yeah, let them have it.
by the end of the night, we always ended up with like 3 bachelorette parties, and these dudes are being hauled out of here. Me and Jared put a guy in a cab one night and gave the cab driver $20. He said, "What address?" Jared said, "That way."
Just go.
The guy went, "Right."
Man, that's awesome, dude.
That's beautiful.
That's awesome.
All right, you want to do it?
Yeah, we should. They're gonna get mad at us. If we don't do it.
Close enough.
What you mad at? Just tell us what it is. What you mad at? Is it your in-laws' kids? Might be your boss man or your neighbor's cat. Just tell us what you mad at. There you go.
I don't think I've gotten in touch with my anger lately.
That's early. That's a little early.
Yeah, because
You can be glad. You can be glad at something too.
Bama won.
Bama's winning. Yeah, man. I'll tell you what I'm mad at.
Go.
This is just petty, but dude, I watched that Cowboys Packers game last night.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, stayed up late because it was such a good game. Had a little money on it.
You didn't know.
I did know, but I didn't think there was a possibility.
Surprise,
And it still makes me mad that NFL games, football games, American football games can end in a tie.
Yeah, that ain't.
It was 40-40.
What the hell was that?
Oh, dude, and they were driving up
Agreed.
and down. They scored. I think both of them scored in their last 2 drives down the field, and to push it into overtime. And then they both scored in overtime.
Did you see them all like going like?
Oh, dude, yeah, like they were like, they were like, how do you feel about this game? He's like, well, I'm kind of just still accepting the fact that we just played our asses off for 3.5 hours and
tie.
ended up tying.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of lame myself.
Golly, let the people get what they, I mean, I understand they're good and they're going to score, but somebody's got to win at some point, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well,
That made me mad.
that's a good one. I'm mad that I have called my neighbor to help pull my tractor out twice, and I just have to admit, like, when you have to admit that like somebody knows more about something than you do, and it's like, oh, man, that guy knows more about that.
Especially like a manly thing.
Yeah,
Like a tough thing.
That's what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
to. Yeah. Well, he's like an equipment guy, right? So he like does all this equipment stuff. He's got caterpillars and skid steer. He's got all the stuff, right? So I'm bush hogging yesterday, and I'm looking at this tree, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I bush hogged behind, and it's on a bowl basically. I'm pretty sure I bush hogged behind that tree, but there's 2 trees and they look identical, so I can't remember which one I bush hogged behind. So I go behind it. When I do, I feel that tractor start leaning hard to the left. Then all of a sudden it drops off in a hole, and I look back and my right tire is in the air spinning. And I was like, I could very well die from this. I probably need to turn the tractor off and realize that I've messed up here and either call you or call Tanner. Well, he lives right down the road. And I was like,
Better call Tanner.
yeah, you get me killed. So
I flipped that tractor earlier.
he's like, helps. He was doing something awesome, like pressure washing and something on.
Yeah, skid steer that he
just total manly thing. Yeah. He's like, give me 10, I'll be up there, man. I was like, all right. So I went in, and I found a jar of apple pie moonshine. I was like, that's a pretty good trade for help pulling a tractor out, right? So he pulls up, and I'm like, hey, man, sorry, dude. Here's this for your trouble. He drives around there, and he's looking at it, and he's like, this is the second time he's done this. Like, got it in 4-wheel drive? I'm like, yeah. I learned that last time you got me out, that I how to correctly put it in 4-wheel drive. He's like, well, did you step on your differential down there to lock in all four wheels? And I was like, no, I did not do that. He was like, all right, well, put your bush hog down a little bit. And I lowered the bush hog. She's like, bring your front end loader up. It did all the like stuff that I should know. And then I stepped on that rear differential and he stood on the side of it and like leaned back.
Trying to balance it a little bit.
Yeah, a little counterweight. It just crawled right out. And I was like, thanks, dude.
Didn't need you to pull me out. Just
sorry,
need
you put
you to
your
come,
chain in your truck and all that 2 times.
just needed you to come tell me how to work my own tractor.
And I caught myself going like, well, I mean, that wheel was in the air a minute ago. He's like, yeah, man, I'm sure it was, man. You know.
So you're kind of saying you're mad at you,
myself.
You're kind of mad at you.
I'm very thankful for him for coming to help me.
Well, we're not born knowing.
That's true.
That's right.
There is a bit of a learning.
You gotta
learn
it all.
You got to flip a
sometime.
tractor every now and then to learn how to not flip a tractor.
You glad? Are you mad at anything?
I ain't mad at nothing.
Good for you.
I'm running a pretty good pace right now.
Good
Beautiful.
for you.
I'm too busy to be too upset about anything.
I love that, man.
Yeah,
I'm
me
happy
too.
to hear that, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
me too. What do you? Can you give me the best Marine story you got?
No.
No. do you have a Marine story that's on the line of like, if the line's right here and this is not telling?
I can tell you the stuff that's cleaned up for public consumption.
Yeah, clean something up for us.
I'm just fascinated with it because I read a thing that you just missed going to Afghanistan, right?
Well, I served an 8-year contract and there wasn't a war in them 8 years.
Right.
Yeah.
But the week after I got my discharge, a buddy of mine who got in a week or 2 after I did, he got orders. So, and they were freezing them at a certain date, and it turned out that date was right after my exit date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even if you had like a week left on it, if you got froze, you were going.
It was to the point that when the packet came in the mail, I knew it was either orders.
Yeah, or dismissal.
Or something. It had to be something.
Man.
We didn't even open it right away. I think I waited about a week. Because I kept hearing from everybody else. They were getting orders.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just sitting there in the envelope. You just was like, oh, I'm going to wait on that one.
Well, I don't think I took it as a relief either way.
I was about to say, yeah, like how'd you take it? Because
it ended an era for me. There were probably a couple of my buddies that if they had been activated, I'd have had to go. I'd been right there with them.
Yeah.
We all got discharged that were on my side of the timeline.
What was the decision to get into the Marines?
I just always knew I was going to be a Marine.
Huh.
Really?
From the time I was a young kid. I don't know if it was something that I heard. I know my grandmother on my mother's side was a Marine in the World War II era. I don't know. I just always knew I was going to do it. And after I went to Jacksonville State for a couple of years working on a music education and English double major.
Been there, brother.
Yeah.
That is literally where I was. Yep.
I got through a couple of years of that, and I thought, now's the time to do that. I don't want to wait until I'm much older and be trying to prove myself on Paris Island. You know, so I went at 19.
Yeah.
Were you playing music back then, or did it come on later?
Yeah, I mean, music goes back into my early childhood.
What was it like in your early childhood? Where did the love come from? Who were you listening to? Who were your inspirations?
So I was born in 75, and if you start really paying attention to country music, I guess around 79. But I got to see the entire 80s catalog as it unfolded. And I mean, we studied every note.
Really?
Oh, we had good music, man.
Yeah. Who's your favorites from back then?
Well, you had Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton, and they were kind of like the magic duet. But we also had Willie. We had Merle Haggard, George Jones, the Judds, Randy Travis.
Dude, the Judds. Nobody ever says the Judds. They were
Alabama.
killer. Yeah.
I mean, it just kept going.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, when you look back on that, it really does keep going.
It was one rich era in country music.
Randy Travis. We got on a Randy Travis thing the other day, man. I feel like he flies under the radar a lot. Like a lot of those guys get the top slots of that era, but dude, Randy Travis was gold, dude.
Yeah.
There were so many of them that were.
So many. Yeah, there really were.
That was an era of great music.
I'll get in spells on the stage where I just sit there popping out 80 songs. We went through a good set the other night in Fort Worth at Billy Bob's.
That's a place you could play them too.
Yeah, we played some Bellamy Brothers, some Ronnie Millsap.
Yeah.
We did KT Osland song.
But tell me this, man. This is my whole thing with Ronnie Millsap, right? There's a stranger in my house. Say the words to me. There's a stranger of the chorus. There's a stranger,
in my house. Somebody here that I can't see. A stranger in my house.
The guy's blind.
Somebody here trying to take her away from
He's
me.
blind, dude.
Yeah.
Of course he can't see him.
Well,
right?
I don't think he thought everybody knew he was blind.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know either.
Oh, I just assumed everybody knew he was blind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, then, I guess it makes sense. No wonder he can't see him.
Well,
he's blind.
I found out I was colorblind when I got into the Marine Corps, when they handed me that little card.
Yeah.
They said, what number do you see was the question. And I thought he was asking me to count all these dots.
It'd take me a while.
I started counting them in groups, and he said, what number? And I was like, man, that's pretty impatient.
I'm to 400 so far.
Yeah. I'm just multiplying in my head. He said, you don't see a number. And I went, he said, has anybody ever told you you're colorblind?
Wow.
I said, no. That's how In Color was born.
No way, dude.
So there were some pictures being played on the wall at the BMI Awards one night. I saw them. Everybody saw them. They were up there while you were having your drink before you take your seat and all that. Yeah. So the next day or so, I ran into Lee Thomas Miller out on the sidewalk, and he said, those black and white pictures they were playing on the wall. He said, I know what I see. I see a young version of like Bill Anderson, but I wonder what Bill sees. Like, why is this moment captured? Who are these random people that we don't know anything about? And I said, yeah, you should have seen it in color, huh? But here's why. Colorblind people focus in on certain keywords. I didn't think about those pictures being black and white until he said that. And that was the first time that in my mind, I'm sitting there pondering. So while he's moving forward with the conversation, my mind's sitting there thinking about The Wizard of Oz. Probably early 80s. It might have been 1980 or late 70s one. They had finally colorized the Wizard of Oz. Uh-huh. And it was, the big mantra was see it in color. And so when he said those pictures were in black and white, the first thing that registered to me was, yeah, you ought to see it in color.
Golly.
So being colorblind is how you should have seen it in color.
Unbelievable.
That's awesome, man.
So, who did you write that with?
Lee Thomas.
You wrote it with him. That's cool that you stayed true to that idea.
Well, the morning we got together to write, James Otto called me up and said his co-writers had canceled on him. And I said, me and Lee have got a pretty strong idea. Shouldn't take too long. Why don't you come write this one with us? Music Row back then was like a campus. Mm. It wasn't so competitive that we forgot to be loving and human. Mm. And, including somebody in a song that was already half wrote, didn't seem like the wrong thing to do. But James, when he got there, he's the one that came up with that chord progression and that melody.
He's a killer vocalist, dude. Yeah. That guy is next level, man. And a great dude, too. Just a great dude.
Yeah.
That's cool that y'all pulled him in on that, man. And just...
Oh, it wouldn't have been the same without him.
Really?
Well, it's probably also why the song has 3 verses. I think it's because each of us had a picture in our mind we were trying to paint of our grandparents.
God, that song, man.
I mean, that's a generational tune for sure. I mean,
yeah.
I can remember.
How much do I have to pay you to play verse and chorus of it right now?
You don't pay me nothing.
Good, oh my God, this is about to be. I kind of want.
It's a good thing because he ain't got no money.
These boots will do.
Here, I'll take.
I'm a fangirl, and video you, dude.
You're literally getting your phone out in here?
Yes, dude. This is about to be a highlight of my Nashville career.
Yeah, probably so.
This is the 100th. This is the 100th episode, and this moment right here, before it even starts, might be
just get loose.
Probably top 5 of the 100 episodes.
I can't believe you asked him to play it, but I'm really glad you did. Now that he's going to.
If you want to play the whole thing, that'd be fine too.
Yeah.
It's early in the morning, so
It is.
we'll do this one a little lower.
All right.
I said, Grandpa, what's this picture here? It's all black and white. It ain't real clear. Is that you there? He said, yeah, I was 11. Times were tough back in 35. That's me and Uncle Joe trying to survive a cotton farm. In the Great Depression. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. On this one here was taken overseas in the middle of hell, 1943, in the wintertime. You can almost see my breath. That was my tail gunner, old Johnny McGee. He was a high school teacher from New Orleans, and he had my back right through the day we left. If it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color. This one is my favorite one. This is me and Meemaw in the summer sun, all dressed up the day we said our vows. You can't tell it here, but it was hot that June. That rose was red, her eyes were blue. Just look at that smile. Boy, I was so proud. That's the story of my life. Right there in black and white. And if it looks like we were scared to death, like a couple of kids just trying to save each other, you should have seen it in color. A picture's worth 1,000 words, but you can't see what those shades of gray keep covered. You should have seen it in color.
That's standing up. That's standing up for me, man. Standing up, dude. Gotta stand up on that one, son.
Thank you.
Sheesh.
God, dude.
Dude, you sound like a record, right? You sounded like a record right then.
Oh,
I mean, that's 9.
I mean, did y'all
9:45.
when you got done that day? When you're putting the guitars in the cases,
Man, I gotta take a second. I'm shook up over that.
dude, that was unbelievable.
That was
bro.
like spiritual, man. That's crazy.
when
That's
you
crazy.
get, because at that point you probably, like us and like songwriters that are going to do it today, man. They're going to finish a song. You're going to go, hey boys, that's fun, man. Let's do it again. Great song. Let's not let this one go to waste. Let's try to, like, what was the conversation after you write that freaking tune, man?
it was like a Tuesday. We wrote another one.
Nothing out of the normal.
No, I mean, we knew we had a good song.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't like we were spiking the football.
Yeah.
Play ain't been run yet.
Sure.
It's not a hit until after the success.
Right.
Before that, it's just a song.
So you decide that you're going to put it on your record.
A damn good one.
I guess you were
Yeesh.
or you were already working on a record probably at the time.
I was working on a lot of different things.
Yeah.
But yeah, trying to get to another record deal. I'd been dropped off of my first one. Was definitely writing. I was writing a lot of different songs. I know Mowing Down the Roses came in that time period, and High Cost of Living, all that
That's
stuff.
a great
Yeah.
song. What year did y'all write that?
Had to be 07, 06.
In Color would have been 07,
Okay.
probably early 07, because we had it on a record by the end of that year that we had released the original version of Lonesome Song.
Yeah. That song's super tough, man. I'm familiar with that as well, man. That is I love the progression in that flat 7 that you're going to in there. That sounds like, and look, you're either really great at conveying a message and telling stories, or possibly both, or you were living that. I mean, were you living that, or was that stories?
All right, so it was not uncommon for me to be sleeping in my truck in that Shoney's parking lot. I was a general contractor and had to be on the job site by like 6:30. And in that era, I wasn't just the general contractor. My then wife, Amy, it was her parents had left her this construction company, and I had to get a contractor's license.
Wow.
To run it,
Help out with it, because it got to be a lot to manage there for a while. I'm out in the bars every night still doing what I need to be doing, or felt like I needed to be doing, which was just drinking and singing country music.
Yeah.
We did all of that and said it was for networking. Turns out, I mean, it is.
It was.
It's networking.
It was fun.
It's being where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. And that's what we did. That's what we did better than anybody else. We got in the bars and made our living.
What's it like now when you and Dallas and Rob and all y'all, if you ever all get together?
Dallas and Rob and you and Luke and Lee and Neiman and Hauser and God, I mean that list alone, man.
I mean, and arguably like some of the greatest singers.
Yeah, and songwriters.
Threaded,
some of the songs,
threaded in the country music. I mean,
some of the greatest songs
into the history of
the last
music,
2
for sure.
decades come out
I
of that
think
group,
that's
man.
the thing about the trailer park is nobody's trying to be the EST of anything.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be the longest living or the most hits or the best at anything, and neither are they.
Solid.
And that's what makes them so boldly unique, is that they're unafraid to just be the hell out of what they are.
Yeah.
That's my buddies. They're not out there like trying to be anything.
Yeah.
All right, I know you got one story you can tell us about the Trailer Park Boys. I know you get something. Just something. It doesn't have to be crazy. We can save that for afterwards.
We all loaded up in a van one winter in a blizzard.
It's already funny. I'm thinking about all y'all being in a van.
And it was Jared Neiman's, can't say them
He's trying to figure out.
No, you can't say them 6 words. It was Jared Neiman's van.
Okay.
Which, to even conjure it up in my mind accompanies an odor for some reason.
Yeah,
But-
imagine.
Randy and Dallas were both sick when we left. We thought common cold, whatever. It's
That'll be all right.
wintertime. It's seasonal. We didn't think nothing of it. But they were way sicker than they let on.
But wasn't missing the trip. They're going on the trip.
We all went on this trip. We're going to Liberal, Kansas, the bottom left-hand corner of Kansas.
From here, probably about a 15-hour drive.
Well, we did it in the snow. It took quite a while, and all of us took a turn driving that van on that trip. We go out there, and it's Jared Neiman's hometown. By the time we got to Liberal, Kansas, we were all on death's door. We'd all been riding in the Petri dish with Dallas and Randy, and everybody's just dying. You know, can't breathe because your neck's constricted. And we get out there and we go to do this show at the bar, and all of us kind of took shifts on 3 bar stools. And that wasn't because we couldn't fit more. It was just when there was no need to put up more. There was always 3 of us in the van, one out back throwing up over here.
Just a rotation.
Yeah, we did this
Just let
show.
somebody go as long as they could. And then
Yep, Randy didn't even bother. He went back to the room. Dallas, I think, had either back at the room early or was on the van. I did a song and went outside and was throwing up, trying to get off. It was so bad. And I remember us going to see the only doctor we could see in Liberal, Kansas, and it was a town gynecologist. And
I bet y'all wrote in and he was like, what in the world?
we didn't think about none of that. I mean, it was great. Anybody that
Whatever
could
you
give
get.
me a shot
That's
right
right.
now, I don't
That's
care
right.
who it comes
Just
from.
somebody can write a script.
And
Go
somebody
for it.
get this thing out. You know, we got a bug in here trying to kill us all. So we go to the town gynecologist's office, and we're piled up inside the little room.
Yeah.
with it's got the table and all that. and the doctor turns around, gets a little steroid into the needle there, turns around, he looks, says, "Who's first?" And me and Randy Hauser both just dropped him. And the doctor,
Quick as you can get it in, just go.
doctor looks at us, he said, "These can go in your arm." Randy said, "Hell, I had to climb back out of the stirrups."
That's so funny, man.
Man.
I mean, we could go forever.
Did y'all, yeah, I mean, did y'all ever just take a step back and go like, man, these are probably going to be some of the funnest days and some of the best days of our lives?
It wasn't an hour later, and he had given us this prescription for cough syrup. Well, we go to the grocery store, and they hand us what looks like a pint of whiskey. And it's a cough syrup. So we pass it around with no regard to what any of those words on that label have to say about
Yeah,
this.
shots,
can't pronounce any
We're
of them
just
anyway.
passing the bottle like buddies passing the whiskey around the truck. And then we go to get something to eat, and we were sitting there wrapping up lunch, and it occurred to every one of us,
Somebody had to drive.
"Hey, are y'all high as a bad or is that just me?"
There's some codeine in there.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Seeing the unicorns.
Hey, I'll tell you that.
God,
I don't know
that's
if you.
awesome, man.
Honestly, I've had codeine being sick, like the liquid codeine. Have you had that?
The only
Dude, it will.
I only heard there's a Post Malone song that he sings about.
Yeah, I
codeine
know. I
in,
know.
and
That's what the drink is. Whatever that drink. I can't remember what they call it. Syrup or something.
yeah.
Where they mix lemonade and
Yeah,
codeine or whatever.
So the scissor.
Scissor, dude. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
codeine?
That's what that is. They drop the codeine. In, yeah. So I've actually taken it like that, like for being sick. And
We
it
were
will-
scissor when scissor wasn't cool.
Y'all were scissor when scissor weren't even a thing.
That's so funny.
Oh man. God, I could sit here and just listen to you tell stories.
I
all
know,
day,
I
man.
know, I know. I gotta keep. He's got conference call at 10:30. Gotta keep going. Hey,
Let's talk about Never Gonna Be, man.
Yeah.
You said that's a Ronnie Dunn song, right?
Oh, he's singing with it.
Yeah, so
No, I
Ronnie
think Ronnie
sent
wrote
me
it.
this
wrote
email
it. Yeah, I
back
think
in
so.
2010, and he said, I just wrote this song about you. And
How does that work? How does it?
well, he was Ronnie Dunn. He can have anybody's email address he wants.
Sure.
Well, I'm just saying, like writing a song about you, like that he just got inspired to write a song about you.
Well, yeah, I think in his to hear him tell the story now, I think in his mind at the time they were watching Nashville change
Yeah.
from what it used to be into something else, which is what Nashville's always doing, by the way.
2010 was kind of scary for me as a pursuant songwriter because I got here to do one thing, and 2010 hit, and
It flipped on you.
it was not even. I was like, well, if these are the songs that are going to get cut, because I was just trying to be, lunch pail songwriter. I was like, I'm not anywhere even, and I wasn't for 10 years. I mean, I kept doing what it was that I did. But for 10 years, dude, I couldn't get a sniff. And somehow Sony was gracious enough to kind of keep me around, getting little cuts here, album cuts and stuff here and there for people that were still kind of doing traditionally type stuff. But nobody cared about it. 2010 was FGL time. Yeah.
It was all changing in one way. And I think that's what he wrote about me. The new kid in town is a stoner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Singing through a homegrown grin. Up on stage, he's a loner. Got a small band of outlaw friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So my Can't Hardly Play Boys, my studio band.
Yeah.
They all went out on the road with me to make sure that we drew the audience in and made sure that they got what they paid to hear.
Yeah.
Ronnie, his perspective of all that was the legacy of country music. Them that big stars, has-beens, and never gonna be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like I kind of know them all. Kind of feel like I know the guys that have turned into big giant stars and the kind of guys that were, and then the kind of guys that went home, man.
Did you say, yeah, I'll cut that song if you sing it with me?
No. He sent me that in 2010, and I quit making records for 14 years.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true too.
And
How'd you come back? How'd you find it?
well, it was the last thing that I had put in the basket.
Really? So you just went back to the basket and went through some stuff.
It was sort of, I'm talking about just an imaginary basket in my mind.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
It was the last thing I had loaded up back when I was thinking of making another record.
But 14 years ago, I mean, I don't even remember where I was. Well, I guess I was just coming to Nashville.
What made you
ago.
stop doing records? Was it
Combination.
Yeah.
It was just but the end result was making records didn't make me any money.
Huh.
It didn't move the needle for me financially. Huh. And when it got down to fight or flight and I was stuck in fight mode, I was just like, man, that's the last thing I need to be messing with right now.
Huh.
Is just leave that alone. So if I wanted to put out a new song, I did it live, or I sent it to Willie or Merle or George Strait.
Yeah.
I sent songs to people and got some songs cut.
Yeah.
But I just enjoyed my time. It was just taking some time and getting to be a true songwriter to me meant I don't write because it's Thursday at 10 a.m. I write because I can't sit here thinking about this and not write this down. I've got to stop what I'm doing and go write. That's why I want to write songs. It should be out of an abundance of passion. And sometimes you can aid that along with Thursday at 10 with your schedule.
Sure.
You can't predict when you're going to be creative, but you can try Thursday at 10. And that's where I am with that too. If I don't get things on the calendar, they don't come to pass.
Right.
They just are things that I'm always thinking about,
Yeah, it's a healthy balance, isn't it? Because you can be too creative and not putting the effort to it, but you can also be too busy to not be creative. It's kind of, you got to find that line.
I've got a handful of go-to songwriters that I kind of use their brain as a memory backup.
Yeah,
Totally.
And one of them lately has been Ernest, and that poor guy gets messages from me at 3, 4 in the morning.
He's probably up. He's probably up with Snoop.
It's a matter of time before there's a song born from that. But
Yeah, I love that guy, man.
Yeah.
He's a good one.
a songwriter.
Who's you guys right now? You said 4 or 5. Who's your Mount Rushmore of songwriters?
Well, I don't know that it's like a Mount Rushmore kind of thing.
Of your buddies, I guess.
It's just inner circle kind of.
But I do want to pick your songwriter brain too. Okay, so inner circle. Who's you guys? I just want to see if I know them.
It depends on what I'm looking for.
It's true.
For my money, there's not a better songwriter than Dallas Davidson.
Killer. He's killer.
Which also means that it's hard to get time
Yeah.
with him because everybody wants the same time.
Yeah.
You know?
And he's one that can kind of do it all, right?
Yeah, so versatile.
He can go cheesy, but do it at a pro level and make it work. And he can also go depth and do it at a pro
I'll
level.
tell you,
and
man,
make it work.
he's an R&B singer too, man. He can rip on
He's got
R&B
soul.
tracks.
Yeah,
for
he's
real.
got some soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to do better than that.
Yeah.
You just,
Yeah, you're right.
if I could get more time between my schedule and his, I think it would be good. But in the meantime, I bump him some ideas here and there.
Yeah.
Randy Houser, Rob Hatch.
Your dudes.
Yeah, I still, it's my guys.
Yeah,
you know, when I'm looking to write, these are the first ones I call.
Hell yeah.
Lee and Jared.
God, how special is that?
I love that, man.
That's so special.
I mean,
dude.
we kind of got that with our dudes.
I
and
know.
we're kind of the same way.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
A lot of the guys that we came up with, we did the same thing, you know. And I'm always open to a new songwriter and not always open. Most of the time I'm open to, you know, a new songwriter, a new artist.
But you get you find that you get your good, like you get your best stuff with your boys.
Well, because you can trust them. You can trust them with what you're trying to, you know that they're going to take into account what you're trying to
Y'all know
convey.
Eric Dillon.
Oh, yeah.
Real
Killer.
well.
So
I was supposed to write with him today, but
I got to write with him and Riley Green.
yeah.
And we came up with a great song
Awesome.
and recorded it. And I don't know if it's going to be released or whatever.
Probably.
Yeah.
If you recorded with him.
I thought it was.
See, Eric is that guy to Riley.
Yeah.
That's right. Riley. If Riley,
I can see why.
If Riley wants to write a song, he's gonna go to Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great songwriter. Why
Oh,
wouldn't
dude,
he? I mean, he's
absolutely.
killer.
And Riley's a great songwriter in his own.
Yeah.
You know, kind of the same thing though.
Y'all
It's
both Alabama boys, aren't you?
Yeah.
Jacksonville. Yeah,
Yeah.
he said it earlier.
That's right. I couldn't remember if Riley. I knew he was from around there. I just couldn't remember where. Yeah, I like O'Reilly, man. He's a funny
has
guy.
how to describe his, it's a little paradise that he's got there. In
His spot
Alabama.
down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I've never been down there, but I've heard people talk about it that have gone there and done his guitar pulls and his
Golden Saw.
and the Golden Saw. Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. We did that during a golf tournament we did.
Yeah, I think I saw a clip of you picking on him a little bit. It's nice to see somebody pick on Riley Green. That's beautiful.
He ain't bad.
Nah, he's a lot of fun.
How is your golf game? We ain't got much longer, but how's
Oh
your
my
golf
God.
game?
I hit a guy in that tournament. I played with Riley. I hit him. I hit a 3-wood pretty hard.
Yeah.
I was about 270 off of the green.
Yeah.
And I want you to know, it upset me that ball got interfered with.
It was on its way.
Oh, I think I'd made it.
Jeez.
I think I had it.
That's stroking right there.
But about 40 yards off of the contact of that ball, I heard that thud of that meat.
Where'd it hit him?
Slap. It's like right in the stomach, the ribs.
Well, if you hit the ball good, it sounds like he was kind of in the way a little bit, maybe.
And I just remember the poor guy kind of crunching up. Yeah.
I hadn't hit anybody yet, but I've hit some cards.
He wanted to get a picture.
I bet he got one.
He wanted to hold his shirt up, and
Yeah.
but I opted out of that.
Oh, you did.
I didn't want the evidence.
A buddy of ours, remember they hit that woman on the back of her arm, and it was
Almost broke her arm.
a golf ball blister, dude. It was crazy. They
Yeah.
like peeled and got
It's
all
amazing how hard that ball is.
screaming.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Especially coming at you with it after hitting it off the screws of a 3-wood.
Yeah.
I mean, it had the punch, the distance. When I got to him, I asked him, I said, did that feel like it was going a little left?
I feel like it was going to cut back toward the green a little bit.
Yeah.
Had a little cut on it.
A little baby draw on that, baby.
Which way was that spinning?
Oh, man. Well, hey, you're wrapping up your 2025 tour at the Skirmerhorn here in Nashville.
That's going to be fun.
On 10/17 and 10/18. What's that show going to look like?
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't,
Symphonic.
well, so some people don't know, but I started my whole music education with a French horn
Wow.
early. Cornet, trumpet, learned how to play all that stuff. Joined a drum and bugle corps called Southwind, and maybe the Marine thing was before then. I think I only joined the Southwind because it reminded me of the Marine Corps. Yeah, so this is going to be kind of a full circle moment coming back to the symphony and to do it here in Nashville. I don't do very many shows here. If I play here, it's usually sitting in with somebody at the Ryman or playing the Opry.
Yeah.
And the Skirmerhorn. I've been wanting to do this for quite a while. I've done a few songs with them over the years.
You love Nashville?
Absolutely. I just like every other town, it's got some drawbacks and some bad stuff. But when you look at it on the whole, it's a tough town full of survivors, and it might be all the people pushing into the town that are here for the same reason.
Yeah.
They're survivors too.
there's a lot of prospective songwriters that listen to this, and I mean, you're one of the greats, man, and everybody knows it, and the town loves you and appreciates you like crazy. We know your skill set. We know what you do as a vocalist, but you're also a killer songwriter. If you had some just words of wisdom for these guys listening, what would your advice to them be, man? Honestly,
it's the same advice people have heard for years. Cowboy Eddie Long told a steel player one time to take a couple of weeks off and then quit.
I felt we were going somewhere. I felt we were going somewhere on this.
Oh, that's funny.
But my advice has always been in a similar fashion: the last one to quit wins. If quitting ain't an option, waiting around is your only option. And you keep doing what you do. You don't write songs for the money. None of us ever started that way.
No.
Right.
No, we didn't start that way for sure.
None of us did.
Yeah.
So you write songs for the right reason, and then when those songs connect, they'll do well.
Yeah.
And you won't be that budding songwriter for long.
Yeah.
Especially not when it's open season on your catalog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have one hit, everybody wants to know what else you wrote.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Well, bro, you're a legend, man.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thanks so much.
I
man.
wish you could
That's why
stay here
I'm
for
here.
3 hours, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
I feel like we hadn't even touched nothing.
We just talked, but I kind of loved it, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Me too.
You got your Tacovas on, man. Appreciate you.
I do now.
Appreciate you repping those. Hey, careful because they slick when they're new, man. You got to
Yes,
bust that
they
ass. We do a little thing to end every show. We do a gravorite segment, and if you've got a few minutes, is there a song that you just love that you could play a verse chorus for us?
Sure.
That's special to you.
It's special to me.
Yeah, and why is it special? I'll help you out on that. It feels like a Willie song.
Life is full of singers, but just a few were chosen to tear your heart out when they sing. Imagine life without them. All your radio heroes, like the outlaw that walks through Jesse's dream. No, there'll never be another red-headed stranger, or a man in black in Folsom prison blue. The Yokie from Muskogee, or hello, darling. Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes. Who's gonna fill their shoes? Who's gonna stand that tall? Who's gonna play the Opry and the Wabash Cannonball? Who's gonna give their heart and soul to get to me and you? Lord, I wonder who's gonna fill their shoes?
Jamey Johnson,
Unbelievable,
dude. Golly.
Pulling out the
I'm
old.
real sad this is over.
Did anybody? Oh, I guess that was who wrote that. Do you know who wrote that for George? Or did he write? Does he write? Did George Jones write?
Yeah, he
did?
did
I didn't
write,
even
but
know.
he didn't write that.
Yeah.
Dude, I'd keep you here all day long.
I know.
But you gotta go.
You got
You're
to
busy,
go.
man.
Yeah,
Hey,
this has been a hell of a time.
Come back, will you?
dude, thank you so much.
Thank you for
Thanks
the
for
visit.
coming and hanging.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I'm a big
Pleasure.
fan. Always have been. Always will be.
Yep.
You're the real deal. Thanks for hanging out in God's country
bless
with us.
you, man.
Dude,
Thank you.
absolutely, man. Thank you.
God bless you, sir. Get up out of this.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Hey, we'll check y'all next time. See you later.